martial arts shit. Alright, welcome to Kung Fu Africa number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I have at least half a battery, so as I just explained to TikTok, I'm going to start teaching you guys different things about different martial arts, and hopefully I will do some demonstrations. Okay, so you guys heard all that. So one, you just got finished doing this thing about bow staffs. I understand this is movie shit. Now, each martial art does have bow staff training. Karate has it, Kung Fu has it, Wing Chun has it, Animal Styles have it, Kempo has it, but Kempo also has short sticks. A martial art weapon is great if you're good with your body as well as your weapon. Get off me, mosquito. You forfeited your life. You shouldn't have got near me. The thing with a weapon is you got to be able to get to it to use it. And 9 times out of 10, if you don't have it already, then it's not good for you. If someone else has it, it's still not good for you unless you're better at that weapon than they are, which, before we start, catching it here is a lot safer than catching it here. We're catching it here. We're catching it here. You want to know how to catch your bow. The best way is your lats, like under there where there's more fat and muscle than in the rib or in the stomach, because that shit's going to hurt. This is going to sting, but you lock and you take. Now, sometimes that's going to work, sometimes it's not, because it depends on how strong the motherfucker swinging that bow staff is. And it also might get your arm broken. But at least you'll know that you can lock and take the damn thing, or lock and break it. You know, depends on how strong that bow is and how strong you are. That's also some movie shit sometimes too. Now, Kung Fu, for the most part, is about directness. So you guys see me work the rings, where I tell you hit him in the stomach, grab the ring, and pull. So pulling to this knee that's closest to my target is Kung Fu. Alright? So I can pull to the knee, so I wrap, pull, because that's right there. I can pull, knee, forearm, or elbow, or fist, because they're all right there. That is the directness of Kung Fu. Where if I wanted to do karate, when I struck him in the stomach, wrapped the ring around the head, and I pulled to the farthest knee. The farthest knee is power. It's still the exact same strike. It's probably just going to be in a different place. So you have to understand it. Karate is about power, Kung Fu is about directness. Kung Fu is probably for more smaller, structured body people versus karate, which is for more solidly structured people. Alright? Now, I'm not saying that solidly structured people can't do Kung Fu, but this is where your hype comes in as either you fucking will be good at it, you fucking will be mediocre at it, or you will fucking get your ass kicked. And the only reason why I say that, if you look at the body sizes of most people who do Kung Fu, they are in a range by ourselves from shortest to tallest. We're like from 4'11" to 5 even to 5'3" to 5'5". Our tallest people who do martial arts in Kung Fu would probably be 6 even, 6'1", 6'2". That's pushing it, but you're not so tall that you can't do Pak Sao and smaller, closer range combat shit. Where when you hit the 6'5" range, it's probably going to work more against you than for you. You will know how to combat shorter people, but it doesn't mean you're going to actually get the opportunity, because you can picture certain people at a certain height where their limbs will be more useless in Kung Fu versus karate. Alright? So with Kung Fu, since I'm all about that directness, if I hit you and I bring this knee to you because it's right there, versus if I hit you and then bring this knee to you, which would be karate, where things will work a little different. If you're taking TIE Fighter, if you're 6'1" and up, you know, like most TIE fighters, they're in good shape. If you're 6'1" and below for TIE fighting, you're still in good shape, because there's a lot of forearms and knee strikes, you know. But knee strikes now are incorporated in every martial art. But initially, for the most part, before it came to America, it was a lot more in Thai fighting than it was in traditional Kung Fu. Now, if you use the knee in traditional Kung Fu, it was probably because it was the only one available at that moment when you fighting is probably the only move available. Understand that all martial art kicks and punches are related. They have different names. Let me take these things out of my pocket. Just slowing me down. Okay, so in Taekwondo, this is a tornado kick. A little loose there. In Kimpo, it's a hurricane kick. All right? This is a reverse tornado kick. It's the same thing in Kimpo, only it's called a reverse hurricane kick. Okay? Like I said, names are just different. Your rapid punches, or your rabbit punches, all of those are still the same. Again, styles change names. A punch is a punch, a kick is a kick. Alright? The difference maker in me saying that is Kung Fu teaches you and Kimpo teaches you where to hit. Where karate, and every karate class I've ever taken, has taught me I need to use more power in my torque, in my turn, versus where Kung Fu was like boom, snap, boom. Karate would be block, counter, and when you counter, you turn in that torque and you get that power in there. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I don't have that kind of upper body strength. So I need to be able to be fast and direct versus strong and powerful. Alright? And fast and direct also brings power, which is a misconception. So this might look weaker, boom, boom, or you throw the punch, I get out, I break, and boom. A lot of that is your power that I am breaking when you throw that punch. If you're throwing a left jab and I step to my right and I clap your elbow and one hand's here and one hand's here and I break it, or I get both hands here and pull and push and I break your elbow, I broke it because you were throwing me a strong punch. Alright? A lot of people don't tell you this, so I'll be the one to tell you this. When you first get into a fight and you're feeling people out, you do not throw the hardest punch that you can throw. Alright? A lot of reasons why I tell you this is because here's the truth. If I throw a hard jab, cross, jab that way, or a hooking jab, or an uppercut, and I hit you with everything I got, and you don't have a glass jaw, and I break my hand, I have just taken away one chance of me winning this fight. Alright? Because my dumb ass hit you like every other person that's ever been told in a fight by somebody who is either of color or of non-color, who has a little bit of experience. Maybe they won a fight or two, but they always tell you, hit that SOB as hard as you can. Because you hitting them as hard as you can, you might break your hand. And if you break your hand, you are not going to be able to hit people with as much effectiveness as you can with your non-broken hand. So when you're jabbing, just putting that shit out there. You not, boom, you try to hit somebody with everything you got. And in some cases, that shit might work. But in the back of your head, you need to know, what if it doesn't? Alright? Now this is where people start hating me, because I'm a truth teller. I say this every time I make a video. I will continue to say this probably 1,000 more times before I die. 1,000 things can go wrong in a fight before one single thing goes right. If you have a game plan, it's okay to have it, but also be able to adapt, because your game plan ain't gonna work with the guy whose ass you gotta kick on the other side of this battlefield. His game plan ain't gonna work for you. The trick is, you gotta sucker this fucker in to fighting your fight. It is now 1 o'clock, so I need to hurry this up.
Wake up and get Saga. It's 1 o'clock.
Anyway, so that I can hurry up and end this, because my YouTube's gonna die in any minute now. But when you're throwing that punch, you see how my hand is? That's too close to my face. So you want it somewhere mid-range here. So boom, 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 boom. You want to be able to switch that shit. And you want to hit them with just enough power to let them know they've been hit. But you don't want to hit them with everything you got, because if you break your hand before the fight's over, this person may have the opportunity to break your face with their hand. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. I'm going to end the video because I know that my battery is more than likely red. Oh, it's not red yet. I think I got a few minutes more. So let's end the video anyway, just in case, because I know how bad my luck is.